Welcome back to another video, gang. I'm like, period. You know how we do it.
My check 1 2 1 2. Come on. Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Mokasa. If you're new here, please do not forget to hit the subscription button. If you're a returning subscriber, welcome back. Gang. I'm like, period. So today I am going to be talking about my experience with buying this place as a first-time home buyer. This is from personal experience. This is not financial advice. This is just my experience and things that I did or things that I fixed. And if you have bought a property or you're an expert at that, you can comment down below and give us some advice. Or how did you buy your first time home, and what do you wish you knew when you bought your place? So here are the things that I did first before I even started looking for a home, because I knew that buying a place, home, apartment was always in my vision, but was always in my plans. I wish life was different, that I bought it in my early 20s, but that is not how life works. Most of us in early 20s, we're still in school. So I have a list, okay? I have a list of things that I needed to know or prepare before buying a property. So number one, it's credit score. It's basically credit score. You can check it. You can register with Clear Score to see where you are and where you need to fix. Credit score is basically them looking at your record of credits. Like, are you a good payer? Are you a bad payer? Do you miss payments and all of those things? They're looking at those things. But if you pay your debt on time, you automatically get like a good credit score. And just because you have a bad credit score doesn't mean you cannot fix it. You can fix it by start paying your accounts and stop ignoring calls and answer the calls and talk to those people and negotiate and see how you can pay the accounts that you owe. And number two is know your income and your expenses and how much you're left with, because in the process of applying, they're going to ask you that. They need to know. And they also asked me, is my rent going to be replaced by my bond? And I was like, yes. And yeah, you need to know that, because there will be a form that you're filling in, and you need to know how much you qualify for. But the how much you qualify for and the cost associated with the property, that one you can check it on Property 24. Property 24, there is when you go on I will do a screen record here where you go and then you can check how much you qualify for according to your salary and the cost associated. They give you a rough, so if you are thinking of buying a property, I would suggest that you start saving now for that home, for that down payment. They call it down payment in America, but us it's cost associated, like your conveyances, your transfer fees, bond registration fee, and what else? You can go to Property 24 and check the properties that you are looking into buying, because that's what I did in the area that I wanted to stay in. I looked at properties that side. I went for a lot of viewings, and one of the advice that a real estate agent that were helping me, or the one that helped me the most, but I didn't buy from him because her properties that she was selling, it was kind of out of my price range, but all in all, he was a good real estate agent. He told me that please buy below what you can afford or what you qualify for. So the home that I bought was less than what I qualified for. I could qualify for more, but he told me that it's better to stay less than, because the interest rates they fluctuate a lot. You might find that you started paying your house like maybe 5,000 or 6,000 or 8,000, then the interest rate changes and the economy and the inflation and whatever, and then you find yourself paying 10,000, 12,000, and there won't be any space because you are exactly at how much you afford. And I know that other people don't agree with that, but that is the advice that I got. And as a first-time home buyer, because like, as you are a first-time home buyer, you're still young, and you don't want to buy something and then you start hating the house because of the payment on the house. You need to be able to like afford it and all of those things. And please make sure that the real estate that you're working with is a person who's very helpful and working in your advantage, because one of the things that really helped me out was my real estate agent, who helped me in the process of buying this place. He even helped me to get a bond originator, a person who's gonna ask for bonds for me, or home loan for me. There was a lady who was helping me, very helpful. That lady negotiated on my behalf to a point where my interest rate is less than the prime rate, so I'm borrowing at a negative. So it's those little things. So make sure that the person you're working with is working not against you but for you, and is really helpful, especially real estate agent. Because, and don't force Stella to qualify, but anyways, it's your decision. But I'm glad that I didn't force Stella, because there were properties that I want to push for this one, but I'm glad I didn't go for it, because right now I think I would be devastated when it comes to my finances. Because right now, when my finances, I can move things around. But if I had bought a property that is exactly what I qualified for, or more than what I qualify for, my finances would be in shambles right now. But yeah, and go for viewings. Don't just go for one viewing and buy. And don't sign the OTP, please. Don't sign the OTP, please. Look at the place when you're going there. When you're going there, I heard a lady saying you need to ask for a building structure, which I didn't ask for. I wish I did, because when I'm looking at this home, I'm just like, hey, there's certain things where I'm just like, yo, this looks like it's gonna be a major fix-up, It's gonna be a major fix-up. What if this is beyond just what I'm seeing, So ask for that. Also ask for levies. Understand the levies. Ask for the levies for that place, so you know how much are the levies. Because when you're buying a property, it's the bond, it's the levies, it's the property rate, it's the electricities and all of those things. Some have special levies. So make sure you understand those things, and also find out which company is what do they call them? A company that is managing the property. It's very important to know the company. Look at the reviews, because you don't want to stay in a place and just constantly fight with the people who are managing the place, which is what I'm doing, because most of the time I'm just fighting with the people who are maintaining this place. I don't think it's a good company. I don't think it's a good company. That's just my opinion. Or are they just not taking care of the building that I'm staying in? But it is what it is, so it's fine. And then don't just sign the OTP. Sign the OTP when you are sure that this is the place that I want to buy. After viewing, even if you see the one that you like, keep on viewing, check your options. Have your options and choose the one that you like. And also, when you sign the OTP, negotiate the purchase price. Negotiate the purchase price. Because I negotiated, because my place, as you know, it's an old building. So I knew that I'm going to have to do maintenance. I'm going to have to do renovations, actually. So I negotiated to the core. Even as a first time home buyer, I was negotiating. I negotiated. You need to negotiate. If they say the house is 850,000, go there and be like, I want to buy it for 800,000. Don't even be scared. Go for it. The worst you could get is a no, and the person can negotiate with you and be like, oh, maybe let's drop it to maybe 820 or 810 or something. But at least you would have negotiated and you would have saved some money. And when you are viewing, if you see that the door is broken, tell the real estate agent, oh, this door doesn't look okay. What's happening? Are you guys gonna fix it or what? Open the wardrobes, open the kitchen unit, what, check the floors, check the ceilings. If you see minor things, tell that person that, look at what's going on here, this, so that when you negotiate based on things that you have named, so you have a better case, or whatever the case might be. And bond originator. You'll get a bond originator after signing the OTP, and if the offer is accepted, then you will start the process of buying a home, and they start looking for bond loans, home loans for you, and then you choose the one with the lowest interest rates and whatever. And if your credit is good, you have options of choosing, because I had the options to choose because I was taking care of my credit record at the time when I was buying it. Even now I am, but now, as you know, I am pursuing debt-free life. So now we are having different conversations. Debt is not really top of my list right now. So and this might change. I might find it tomorrow. I might just be like, no, I don't think I want to be debt free anymore. Because also I also think of like credit cards, because credit cards have benefits, and I think that is one of the things that I'm gonna get back. I'm not sure as of yet because of the benefits. I might, but I'm not saying I will, but I might. So yeah. And what else? Yeah, you accept the bond that you have received, and then after that you need to have money to pay for transfer fees, conveyances fees, but they give you a discount as a first-time home buyer. Please tell them that you're a first-time home buyer and ask them for a first-time home buyer discounts. Don't be scared, because when I bought this place, the seller was willing to cover all my costs except the bond register. Yeah, even the bond register. I think I was only gonna pay the bond registration. They were gonna cover everything, but the bank that I chose, and my home loan was like, hell to the no. We will get our own conveyances, our own company, because we need to check our own diligence and all of that. And because they knew that I was a first-time home buyer, they're like, you're a first-time home buyer, so we don't want to take any risk. You might overlook certain things, and if they are doing everything, you are just going to sign things that you don't know. So leave this to us, and I'm glad I did. So they did that, and after that they open an account for you at the municipality. So you need to go to the municipality so that it can be registered under you, to update your names, whatever. If you're going to be paying property rates, they could send you the statement, because they do send me the statement on how much you need to pay, if you need to pay anything, and then the levies, and you move in. And one thing that I wish I did after buying this place was to do renovations before moving in, because after I paid all these fees and all of that, the money that was left, I blew it, because I felt like, yes, I'm done, whatever. But I was not supposed to do that. I wish I would have done the renovation before I moved in, because they accepted everything was done, registration, everything was done in, I think it was like first week of a new month. So obviously where I was renting, I'm supposed to do a notice and all of that. So it stayed a month without me moving in. So yeah, that's about it. If I missed anything, please let me know. So if you're a first-time home buyer, you are earning. So if these categories that I'm going to name right now, you fall under them, listen up, because I am one of the Flisp beneficiaries, if I can say that. So I did receive a Flisp beneficiary, but I want to say this name, because that's what I thought to myself, that if you're gonna buy a home, make sure you can afford it without the Flisp, because there's a possibility that you might not get the Flisp. Don't fully depend on it, because you know this is fun, like this is government stuff, and sometimes you're not gonna get them. You know, it's not a guarantee that you will get it. Sometimes you don't get it, you get rejected. Because mine was paid when I had already moved in, after doing so many follow-ups and all of those things, but we'll get to that. So number one, if you are a South African or a permanent resident with a valid permit, being over the age of 18 and able to legally enter into a contract, have never received government housing subsidy, have never owned a home, you must be a first-time home buyer for this one, have a home loan approved in principles from an accredited financial institute. That means you're already in the process of buying before you apply for this, so like you're there. But they pay late, so make sure that you can do, like you can pay for the home, you can pay for everything without them, because let it be just an addition to what you have already started. Because things can go south, they can reject your application, because one of my co-worker who actually helped me do this, his was rejected, mine was accepted. So you see, so yeah, it's not like you're going to receive it, but you might receive it, which are chances. Me, I did receive it. So they want a home loan approved in principles from an accredited financial institute, have a household income between 3.5 and 22,000 per month. So you need to be earning between that. Yeah. Be a first-time home buyer. So yeah, and the documents they're going to need when you apply for this. Please, how I applied for it online. I will put the link for the Flisp on my description box, the link that I used to register, because I did it online. I didn't do it manually, I did it online. Everything of mine I did it online, and the website that I used is The website that I used is www.nhfc.co.za, which stands for National Housing Finance Corporation. That's what I use, because when you Google Flips, there's a lot of websites like appearing, but this is the one that I used, and I got approved for it, and they did pay. So yeah. And then they're gonna need your proof of identification for all household members, birth certificates for all children. Mostly this thing is, except it's like approved for people who have kids. As you know, I don't have kids, but at the time when I was applying for this Flips, I was fully a guardian and a caregiver to my nephew, so I was taking care of my nephew, so I had documents to prove that. Yeah, so that, and then and also make sure you have a beneficiary. And also my dad, so what I did was my dad was also, and you need to make sure that whoever is your beneficiary, or the person or your person you're taking care of, appears on your bank statement. Make sure you write it dependent, because my nephew was obviously, he was appearing on my bank statement as dependent, and school fees and all of those things that I was paying, so it showed on my bank statement. So make sure that the referencing that you put, so that when somebody looks at your bank statement, they can see that you do have dependents. So that's one of the tips that I got. And the guy that was helping me at work when I was applying for this, he told me that make sure that you get an affidavit from your dad to ensure that you're taking care of him, and also your nephew. Make sure you have documents to show that you are the guardian. But I didn't go through the legal guardian, whatever, to go to court and all of those things, because I knew that my responsibility was to take care of my nephew to go to school, and if he wants to go to varsity, I will continue. But if he doesn't want to go to varsity, that is where I end, So I didn't want to go through the legal guardian stuff. So what I did is I went through the social worker way. And if you want to go through the legal whatever, you can do that. But I didn't want to do that because it was going to just cause problems for me and stuff. So I didn't want to do that. But it worked out anyways. So I did that, the letter from the social worker and the affidavit from my dad, and making sure that they appear on my bank statement when I'm printing it out, because they're gonna want your proof of payment. I think there is where they want your proof of payment, and they also want the bank statement. So the bank statement needs to show, and then they need proof of citizenship, which is your ID, and then marriage certificate if you are married, or civil union certificate, or cohabiting affidavit if you stay with somebody, so I don't stay with anyone, divorce settlement agreement if you are getting divorced, proof of income, which is your payslip and bank statement. I think they also need I remember submitting a bank statement, and then home loan approval in principles, so they will tell you they need a home loan approval, the bank will give you that, and then agreement of the sales for the property, which was the OTP for me, and which was both signed by me and the seller. So that is one of the things that they needed. But they're also going to need more things when you go to the website and go there. Make sure that when you have a dependent, or if you don't have a dependent, advisably have a dependent, okay? Because it's going to help you a lot. It's going to give you more points, and make sure your salary is between that. And this is how much you can get depending on how much you earn. And also, I just wanted to say, after your Flips has been approved, maybe online as mine, or applied it online, after it said approved, my dear, you need to start emailing those people as soon as you get that letter that it says that it's been approved. What do they call that letter? I'm going to tell you what the letter is called. It's called the copy of the subsidy approval, the Flips approval letter. When you get that letter, start sending them emails. Send them emails. They will send you forms, whatever you need to fill, or documents that you need to submit. Do follow-ups. Don't give up. Keep on following up. Call them. Because I was calling almost every day. Calling them, sending emails, reminding them, saying that you said the money is going to be paid after 10 days. It's been more than 10 days. Where is it? What? Keep on calling. You might find another person, and the other person will give you bad attitude. Call again next time. You might find another person who's going to help you. Because I called a couple of times until I found a guy who actually helped me and literally took my documents and took it to whoever needed to sign, and took it to whoever took it to payments or whatever. They paid, and all of those things. So just be patient and just go for it. Like keep on fighting for them to pay you. So if you're getting paid as an estimate, please when you apply, you will get the proper how much you're gonna get and all of those things. So this is just from online, and it's not from that website because I'm trying to get it from the website that I use, but I got it like on Google. This one, they say that when you earn between 3.5 to 3.7, you will get paid 169,265 towards your bond. And it's also a bridge, like this flips thing. It's basically for people who are in between. You can't afford to buy a place. You are like in between. You can't afford to buy a home, and you don't qualify for RDP. So they are trying to close the gap for those people in between. So we are the people in between. So if you earn 3.5 to 22,000, you basically you cannot afford to buy a home basically on your own. But yeah, so let's not even get to that. But that's what basically it means. So it's just helping reach that. So they're saying if you're getting 3.5 to 3.7, you can get 169,265, which is an estimate. And then that's the highest you can get. The lowest you can get if you're getting paid 21,800 to 22,000, you can get 38,950. I'll just put the screenshot of this thing here so you can see. So basically that's it. If you have any other questions, don't be afraid to comment down below, and I will be happy to respond. Yeah, but I'm not an expert at this. I'm also a first-time home buyer. This is also my first home. So yeah, and things that I wish that more conversation could be had about buying property, buying cars, like finances and all of those things. Because when I was buying this home thing, a lot of people around me did not really have like the experience of buying. They couldn't really advise me like, you need to do this, you need to do this, you need to do this, don't do that, whatever, you know. I had to figure things out. I was always on the internet googling, watching videos of people saying, oh, when you buy a home, do this, do that, whatever. So there's not a lot of people around us who know this. But if you do know that, and you know somebody who's buying a home and whatever, please help them where you can, if they're asking for help anyways. Because I know that also buying certain things like big purchases, people don't really want to share it because they feel like, oh my god, like witchcraft. They're saying people are, God, what do they call this? I guess they call who watch what you do, whatnot. Like, it's just a lot going on. But if you do need help, ask for help, especially if you're doing a big purchase, because an agent or a salesperson can make your deal nicer for you, or they can break the deal for you. You know, it can break you basically, because they are chasing sales at the end of the day. Most of them, they don't really care about you to that level. All they care about is making the sale. So they will make sure that they make the sale. And you might find that you're not really getting a great deal. So make sure that you are getting a great deal. You are asking for help, and you're asking questions. Don't be afraid to ask questions. If you see something that you don't understand, ask them, what is this? Like, what's going on here? You know, just ask questions and ask people around you. Or if you don't feel safe asking people, you can just go to the bank and speak to a consultant, and they can help you out. Or maybe somebody at work, or somebody at church, or somebody in the, I can't really say in the streets, but like somebody who has experience over that. Even if like it's just a distance person, but you know that they bought a property, you can just ask them. Or they bought a car, and ask them. Because when I start preparing to buy a car, and I'm gonna ask a lot of questions. And even now, I watch videos about buying a car and all of those things, just to know what is what, you know, because you don't wanna, because this thing can be tricky also. You can get it can go south really quickly. But anyways, that's just my 2 cents and my experience. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please do not forget to hit the subscription button. Don't forget to like, comment, and share the video, and tell other people. Right now, when I'm doing this video, we are on 497 subscribers. Please, can we get to 500 before February? Me and my friend, we are fighting for 3 people who are gonna stay, please, who enjoy this type of content. If if there's any other content that you want to see from me, please let me know, comment, and I love you guys so much. Thank you for watching. Have a fabulous day. I hope that 2025 is going to be everything that you wished for. I pray for your success. I pray that everything that you have been praying and fasting for, God grants you that if it's within His will, and He gives you peace in not getting, like, you know, when you pray for something, it's not like God is going to say yes. He might just say no. Oh, and on the last video, people did not really understand what I said. I didn't say I'm not a Christian. I am a Christian. But yeah, I am a Christian, so we can close that. But yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching. I love you guys. Bye.